Oh, me up the shop with lyrics, with the words and the melody to sing it, make one stop, one job with the love, one job. Let the bass line roll non-stop. I'm in love with the music I top. They are my one rock. Can't relate to one job. Come back here, come with love, all of my night. Give me like a present, I think I'll want to for you and that. Special place for the nice decent people. Wow, baby. Some other try to sing it, represent it. Hey, I need it. When you come in, and you remember, hey, it's a road to J.
Q95 Radio is opened for your business in collaboration with the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Get ready to join Q95 Radio and NDFD for Nature Island Small Business Buzz, a live radio program bringing in empowerment to small business ideas and entrepreneurs across Dominica every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m., offering a unique national platform for small, medium, and growing business enterprises in Dominica. Together, we'll aspire to connect, advertise, learn, collaborate, and witness small business entrepreneurs thrive and succeed in the fertile broadcasting soil of Q95 along with the NDFD. Join us on our journey every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. One unbroken, exciting hour of free Q95 Radio small business promotion as together we explore all the challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the toil, the sleepless nights, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, the business plan, the overall success in pursuing your small business dream come true in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Join veteran broadcaster Franklin Peter Moses and Mr. Donald Bocasio, highly skilled, qualified, sought-after business and entrepreneurial manager, small business development expert, and strategic business coach. Together, we're taking you and your small business to the pinnacle of success in the Dominican economic landscape. So don't miss Nature Island Small Business Buzz every Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on Q95 Radio.
That is right. It's already 4:01 in the afternoon. So what if I told you that one of the Caribbean's most familiar crops can also become a powerful value-added business opportunity? Would you believe me? Today, we will explore exactly that. This is the Tuesday editions of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz with your friend Donald Bricasio. When we return, we're going to talk about some of our favorite snacks.
Introduces its small business advisory services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9th Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need-to-knows and provisions for social security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NDFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call for 448-3240, 448-8631.
Yes, come in. Hold that thought. I'll call you right back. Right back. Partner, Elas Franco, how are you doing? Things are getting really tight in this guava season. Right now, I just don't know what to do. But Franklin, what are you doing? You're sitting on your money machine. With all them skills and ideas that you have, you can go further, faster. Huawei, go to the NDFD. They've got the best rates on business loans, not to mention affordable business support. They'll get your business registered and help you develop your business plan. They'll design your logo and train small business owners just like you. For real, I go down there now. All jokes aside, NDFD is helping people when others would not.
Welcome back to the Tuesday editions of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz. And today, as mentioned earlier, we're exploring something that many of us enjoy. Many of us consume, but perhaps not enough of us to think about it as a business opportunity, right? And this, of course, we're talking about plantains, right? Across the Caribbean, it have been long, they have been long been a staple of our cuisine and culture. Yeah, right. Yet through innovation, creativity, and value added processing, entrepreneurs are continuously finding ways to transform this very familiar crap into something that can create income, jobs, and business opportunity. Joining us this afternoon is another special guest, right? And she is the owner of Momo's Production, a local entrepreneur who has built a business around one of the Caribbean's most beloved snacks. So, good afternoon to you.
A pleasant good afternoon to everyone listening in the radio's world. I am Maureen Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I am from the small community, a lovely community of Bellevue Chopin, and I am the owner of Momo's Production
So
or Momo's Plantain
that's
Chip.
Momo's
Right.
Production.
Yes,
And that is you.
that's me.
All right. Yes, continue.
Okay, so basically, it's been about 2 years or a little more than 2 years since I started this. It started basically. I'm a tour guide, and the whole idea came about with a friend of mine,
Mhm.
someone who used to be a friend of mine.
Used to be.
Used to be.
But before you continue that
Uh-huh.
story, Maureen, can you give us a little bit of your background? When it comes to your personal background. Like, were you from here in Dominica? If that's okay for you to share.
Sure. I am from Bellevue Chopin.
Originally?
Originally born,
Oh,
raised.
wow.
I'm not leaving for nothing
Mhm.
until that casket 6 feet, 6 feet.
Mhm, mhm.
This is home for me.
Right.
I am the daughter, first and second daughter of. So by father, I'm the
Mhm.
second, and
Oh.
my mother, I'm the first.
All right.
Okay, so
And your business base is also in
in
Bellevue.
Bellevue, yes.
Wow. Right. So everything is there.
Everything is there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Basically, it started off supplying to the vendors
Mhm.
at the tourism sites.
Mm.
That's how it initially started.
Mhm.
And then it went on to person sampling, going to the sites and sampling and wanting to purchase from me. Then I had to come up with a label
Mm.
for the chips.
Yes. But before that, before the label, right?
Mhm.
How did you arrive at, the idea of transforming, plantain into
Well,
chips?
plantain chips has been around for years,
Mhm.
years and years and years.
Is
And
it
yeah,
is it your favorite snack?
it wasn't the chips. It was like just fried plantain or boiled, whichever way it was prepared. To me, it was enjoyed. I
Mhm.
enjoyed it, whichever way it was prepared. So yeah,
And then so it's just one day you just thought of, let me try,
No, it
creating.
initially it started off with someone who I knew doing this, and
Mhm.
then we're like, let's branch out, do tourism, supply to the vendors, and then that's how I started doing my own.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then, so that was like how many years ago?
let's say 2.5 years.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it's not
fairly
really,
young,
yeah. It's a
fairly
fairly
young.
fairly young business,
Yep.
right? Actually, I met you just last Friday, right?
Yeah,
During our D marketplace
it was an experience.
outside the NDFD, and I think one very special thing about you is that you reached out to us and told us that you want to be part of the D marketplace.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's something that you all have been doing for a while now, and I've always wanted to be part of it,
Hmm.
but I've never really gotten the opportunity to. Even if the opportunity arises, I always had something else to do.
Hmm.
So they clash.
All right.
So, but this time around, I just went for it and made my production and just showed up.
So how was it?
It
How was
was a great experience. I
nice?
grew up basically being a vendor, if you want to say that.
Hmm.
My mother she is into farming, she's into agriculture all her life. I grew up going on the farm. I grew up going on the market as well. So
Mm.
on a Friday or Saturday morning, I would be in the market at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, get my basket, go to the Maho market. From the Maho market, I'm on the streets of Roseau, so it's something I'm used to.
Right. So that D marketplace is something that's just
It was just natural.
natural, very
Yeah.
natural, right?
Hmm.
So we go back to the product, right?
Yeah.
So how was the first few batches, or first few weeks of, or months of
At,
production 2 years
at
ago, right?
2 years
Oh yeah.
ago, yeah. The first batch that I brought to the vendors at the tourism sites, it went well.
Mm-hmm.
Has in fact picked up from where I started, where I would bring 20 bags, which would last 2 weeks, to bring in 40 and 50 bags, 100 bags, which would last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, it has certainly progressed. Reading market, people getting familiar, not just the tourists, coming and sampling, but just the locals,
Mm-hmm.
go to the sites and pick it up as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have a spot where you sell regularly, or people just go to you?
People call me directly,
Mm-hmm.
but also you could get it at fresh markets,
Oh
at
wow.
Issa's Trading,
Mm.
Jason's, that's the one pot.
Mm-hmm.
You could also get it at Mikey's Mini Mart.
Wow. So you are actually in so many places
Yeah.
already. So how did it start? How did this kind of like a network start? Or are you? I know you mentioned that you are a tour guide. So I
Yes.
can probably assume that that kind of networking stuff is just natural
Natural.
for you.
But I came across Jason John Baptist, and this man
Mm-hmm.
has pushed me further than, in a lot of ways. Always been, speaking positive. Even
Mm-hmm.
his daughter, every time she would meet me, she would speak positive, things, give me good ideas and so on. So one of the persons that I would, thank for where I'm at currently would be Jason John Baptist, my family, persons in the community of Bellevue, people I don't even know would just call my phone or send me a text, encouraging me with the products.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about the other places? Did you go to them? Like, did you introduce yourself to them?
Yes, I had to. I went to Macmillan's with Roland John Baptist, and I gave him a sample, and he was like, "Yeah, we're good to go."
Mm-hmm.
And I have every 2 3 weeks, I'd bring 100 bags to to Roland regularly. Fresh markets, I cannot complain. To all the persons who would go to fresh market every week, I don't know. They have been loyal customers to the product.
Mhm.
Even just seeing me on the street, they were like, Momos, that's about it. They don't know my name, but they just know
Mhm.
Momos. That's all.
Mm.
So I have had those days where I run short of plantain.
You mentioned something that kind of struck me, and you said you gave a sample, or you gave samples,
Hmm.
right? So you see, for a number of entrepreneurs, it's
Hmm.
something that they prefer not to do, like to give samples. But what is your view when it comes to giving samples, for example, to potential suppliers, or even potential supporters?
So
Yes,
this is what would be on the shelf.
yes,
I
and that.
started off with this at 40 grams.
Mhm,
My price would be $2 for the bag.
mhm,
So it cost me nothing.
mhm.
Okay. Yes, you might think I have a label, the
Yes.
bag, the plantains,
Mhm,
but this really cost nothing to me
mhm.
to hand to a potential buyer,
Supplier or
right?
buyer?
Okay,
Yes.
because I went to fresh markets and I gave them this,
Mhm,
okay, as a sample. And the next day, they were like, okay, we needed to bring 40 bags.
mhm.
I brought 40 bags of chips. And in 2 days, I got a call back.
Wow.
Can you bring 60 bags?
Mhm,
And it has gradually climbed to the point where every week I supply them with 100 bag
mhm.
of this size of chips and 100 of this.
Wow.
I just introduced the ripe plantain.
Yes. So you have the ripe, and then you
I have the
have
green or
the
the
green.
salted.
Right.
Okay, so I
So
just
currently you
introduced,
have, sorry. So currently you have two variants, so, or
right,
two flavors, so
two
to speak.
flavors.
Yes.
Okay, so I recently introduced this,
Mhm,
and it is a favorite amongst the youth. So instead of having the salty, they'll be like, okay, I want the sweet instead. And even adults are loving on the sweet chips. So yes, it has slowly, climbed to where it is today. I'm hoping. Recently, I spoke to Anderson Jolly, and he was like, "This is my favorite chips."
Mm,
Matt Pilty, this is my favorite chips. A
wow.
lot of persons, who
Mhm,
I knew prior, but they did not know I was the one making this.
wow.
And it's their favorite snack, go-to
Mhm,
snack by the end
wow.
of the day. So yes, it's slowly climbing. I'm hoping in
Mhm,
the near future I can supply jollies at all the chains
mhm.
and all the places. So I'm gradually introducing it
Let
to
me
different places and see how it goes.
fearless forecast. You will be supplying them very soon, right?
Thank you.
But so, Maureen, well, obviously your product, your product is of high quality, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is the reason behind that, in terms of, I don't want to know the secrets, of course, but
Listen,
like maybe your approach, maybe how you approach things, maybe, I don't know.
everybody have a
Hmm.
way of doing things.
Hmm.
Mine, my product may not be your favorite.
Hmm.
It has that garlic taste
Hmm.
that really stays back after you've, consumed. And to other persons, they love it.
Hmm.
Whereas somebody else may do spicy, or they may just season it well to bohio, and persons love it. Everybody has their taste. This
Hmm.
is not for everybody.
Yes.
But it's gradually growing,
Hmm.
and persons are loving on it, and I'm enjoying the experience that goes with it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So do you have people helping you
Hey,
produce,
it's
or
a family thing.
it's a family thing?
It's a family thing. It's a
Okay.
family affair, if you want to say that.
Hmm.
Um, I have a 4-year-old, and he's like, every 5 minutes he comes with his bowl. Can I get
Mm.
some chips?
Hmm.
So it's not just frying, bagging, and
Yes.
persons in the household not enjoying. My mother lives downstairs,
Hmm.
and she's like, when she smells that chips frying, she comes, where's my share?
Mhm.
So it's loved from the household and persons outside.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but created with just family members in there.
So
My
maybe,
daughter.
that's the secret, creative.
Made with love.
Yes, you know what I mean. Family equals love,
Yeah, made with
right?
love. Trust
Made with
me.
love.
Hmm.
Definitely, definitely. And of course, the labels, right?
Yeah.
Is it something that, of course, you work with, say, the Bureau of Standards, or what's?
This the labels, they are simple. As you can see, they have the same pattern. And Joanie, John Baptist,
Mhm,
she's my little cousin. And I called her, I'm like, Joanie, I need a label, please,
mhm,
for plantain chips.
mhm,
And it's green plantains. And then she was like, okay, I will make you a label. Then she sent this.
mhm,
I took it to the Bureau of Standards, and they're like, okay, there's certain things you need to add to it and things you need to remove and whatever it is.
mhm,
I just followed the simple instructions.
mhm,
And then I'm like, okay, I need a label for ripe plantain chips. And she gave me this. And I need a label for Dashin.
mhm.
If you see my Dashin label and my breadfruit label, they are all the same pattern with different colors.
So you have
I have other things in
other
plans.
things.
Trust
Yes,
me,
yes.
there are other things in the making, but I
Wow.
do not want to put everything out at once.
Mhm,
It's a matter of perfectioning. Like, this is okay, persons love it.
mhm.
And then I introduce this. And then I'm going to introduce other things, but it's a process.
It is indeed a process. Definitely. So to those who just tune in, we are with Maureen Mitchell of Mumu's Productions, of course, the maker of this amazing plantain
Chips.
chips,
Yeah.
favorite
A
of course,
lot.
our resident, one of our resident legends here
Oh,
in
yes.
Q95, Matt Pelte. So if you are listening, we have your favorite chips
Yes.
here.
Because I can remember the day I was in town walking. I'm like, why is my phone? Because I was a supervisor at one of the CXC centers. And
Mhm.
my phone is ringing off the wall. I'm like, but who's calling me and why? Only to find out it's just regular friends calling me. Oh, I'm hearing about Matt calling your name or your product name on the station. I'm like,
Wow.
really? I'm like, Matt, you gave me free advertisement, man.
And you know,
which was good. I mean, at the end of the day, who's going to refuse that? It can be negative, person speaking negative about the product, and then
mhm,
somebody like, let me go see what they're talking about. And
definitely.
actually, you send that person to love on a product that they cannot resist,
Oh
which
yes,
ends up being good for me. So, hey, no, all advertisement, whether it's good or bad, it ends up being good for me. So I'll take that.
definitely. But you mentioned that I don't know if I heard it correctly. Uh, is this your first like radio
Yeah.
interview? Oh
Yes.
wow! So,
Yeah. Yes.
and I know you're when we're coming up together. You said I'm a little nervous, but
Nervous. Yeah.
this is what I do. I do tours. But you see, that's what for me what's amazing about this program.
Mm-hmm.
It gives platforms to entrepreneurs like you,
Yeah.
right? And of course, we want to big up Q95
Thank you.
and Mr. G, of course, the
Yeah.
man behind the idea for this small business buzz. Of course, NDFD for partnering with Q95. So when we return after this short break, we're gonna know more about the product, the brand, of course, the person behind the brand.
The National Development Foundation of Dominica introduces its Small Business Advisory Services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need to knows and provisions for Social Security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NDFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call 448-3240, 448-8631.
Yes, come in. Hold it, hold it, hold that thought. I'll call you right back. Right back. Partner. Elas Franco, how are you doing? Things are getting really tight in this guava season. Right now, I just don't know what to do. But Franklin, what are you doing? You're sitting on your money machine. With all them skills and ideas that you have, you can go further, faster. Awawi, go to the NDFD. They've got the best rates on business loans, not to mention affordable business support. They'll get your business registered and help you develop your business plan. They'll design your logo and train small business owners just like you. For real? I go down there now. All jokes aside, NDFD is helping people when others would not.
All right, it's 4:23 in the afternoon. Today is Tuesday, right? And today is the second of this new month. So imagine that, Maureen. We are already on the sixth month of the year.
And it's rolling in.
Wow! Imagine that, eh?
Yeah.
And of course, I want to acknowledge our regular listeners, right? Especially our small business owners, right? And I know you're out there, right? We don't really see you, although we are also live on YouTube and Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes, Q95 Facebook and YouTube pages.
Hmm.
In fact, I want to acknowledge our regular YouTube viewer, and that is Mr. Erickson Lewis, right? He is actually one of our directors over at
Oh, wow.
the NDFD. So you see, Maureen, one director is already watching you closely, you know.
He better.
And of course, we want to big up our guest last week, right? Ivern, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, but she has the flavors, smoked meat and fish, right?
Nice.
So yes, yes. So she told me she was actually with you.
Yes.
Yes, she
She
was
was at the
there.
first vendor
Yes,
as coming in.
and she was very happy because she told me that just right after the show, she got a number of calls, and then one person bought a bulk, an entire
Nice.
kind of, a bulk, made a bulk order.
Hmm.
So imagine that, right? So of course we want to big up flavors, and you see, this is the kind of impact that
That we need
we
more.
want to kind of give to small
Hmm.
business owners like you. That's why, we are committed, NDFD and Q95 and this Tuesday edition, to keep our focus on, use people like you,
Yeah.
local entrepreneurs, right? Before we move on, speaking of outstanding, outstanding Dominican, I also want to acknowledge a person I met. I think, I believe, 2 Saturdays ago over at the Intercontinental Hotel.
Mm.
So Esther, and then a few others, the head waitress. I can't remember the names, but
Okay.
they just gave me and my family outstanding service.
Nice.
So you see, and it's quite. I felt really proud because you see our local workers, our local servers, our hospitality professionals doing their thing, and inspiring and impressing a lot of people, a lot of foreigners. So just want to big up our local hospitality tourism,
Yeah.
which you are
But
a part of.
it's a good thing that you're saying that because we have all the negative, that our persons who are in the
Mhm.
in the industry receive, but you need to get more of the positive ones. You go to the restaurant, we're not looking for much, but if you appreciate the service, it's always nice to say something,
Definitely.
rather than just leaving, the servers
Hmm.
wondering if I did a good job.
Hmm. Hmm.
So even this, just saying thank you, you did well,
Yes.
boosts them up. So we need to do
Are
that more often.
Maureen, are there things that things that you do, things that you embrace, that you have already embraced
Mhm.
when you were doing tours, that you kind of carried over, that you transferred to this business, you know?
Honestly, when I get to work in the morning when there's a ship on port,
Hmm.
um, I always try to leave all, you know, the stress of my life at
Mm.
the gates because there's always a security entrance.
Hmm.
So I try my best to leave it there and go to work thinking positive throughout the tour. Now, no matter what, because we do come across some guests, but at the end of the day, we're here to do a job and just do it and ensure that, at the end of the day, the company gets a good name, we get a good name, the country gets a good name. So that is really what we are about in the tourism sector.
And so that level of professionalism is something that you brought to
To my business.
your business. You
I'm
see?
not saying every bag of chip is perfect.
Hmm.
I'm human. Certain times an error can happen.
Hmm.
But I try my best to always put the best out there
Nice,
every batch that I make. It might
nice.
take me 2 days, 2.5 days, but I try to put out the best out there
Hmm.
every time.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know?
That's amazing. And you see, I it's quite. Is this, by the way? You mentioned about you being being an examiner, or
I did the CXC. I mean, there's so many
okay.
things I get to
But
do.
is it something that you do full time now?
No, a CXC is what, once a year, twice a year.
Okay.
So after tourism is done, I'm preparation. It begins for CXC.
Hmm.
So after the 2 weeks, CXC is still going on until the
Yes,
15th, I
my son
think.
is actually taking it.
So
Yeah.
I supervised the BTC
Hmm.
for the month. I my last day was first day gone.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's done. There's
Mm.
still exams being done.
That's the one taken by the fifth form
Yeah.
students, right? Yeah, that's my son is taking it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
keep
wish
it up,
him
my
all the
boy.
best.
Definitely.
I know it's a little bit nerve wracking.
Yes, yes.
Just like me coming up the steps, I'm like
Hmm.
I'm nervous.
Yes.
But once you get into the room and I calm them down,
Hmm.
little jokes, we say our prayer, we sing a song,
Yes.
whatever,
I like that.
and they'll be
So
fine.
what's the big dream for Maureen and Momo's production?
I am hoping in the near future, hopefully, by the end of 2026, I am praying that this can be regional. I've had persons, place orders and take it to Miami. It's been to Atlanta. It's been to other places. So I'm hoping, the other Caribbean countries can have a sample. I know we love saldanza. We love the sweet and the salty saldanzas. Hey, this is local.
Hmm.
So you should give it a try. If you like it, it can certainly replace it, the saldanza.
So
So
what's the best? I'm just wondering right now, what's the best match for that when it comes to drinks? Because right now, weekend is coming, fastly coming around the corner.
honestly, I don't know. I cannot give you any ideas, but I know you can, use a little cutfish.
Hmm.
You
No,
know,
drink in terms of
I mean,
drinks.
you cannot drink without having something salty in
Oh,
between. So
true, true. Yes, yes.
you can, you can have it as a dip with your
Ooh,
cutfish.
yes, definitely.
So
Right, right,
that's the
right.
idea I can
And I
give
know a
to
lot
you.
of people like they love to go and have picnics, right?
Exactly.
Or river kind
Or
of. So it's
even your child snack.
mhm.
My son, he gets a bag in his
And it's
backpack.
local,
Exactly.
healthier.
It's healthier.
Yes, locally
So
made.
I put in his bag. So even if he doesn't eat it while he's in school, but on his way home, he has something to munch on.
Hmm.
So it's a healthier snack rather than giving the children the sweet biscuits or the corn kernels and so on. You
Hmm.
can give them a pack of
You know,
chips.
when you mentioned, that you want to be your dream is to be original. It just is just instantaneous that I remember bees what you call it, Terry Henry of
Okay.
Be Naturals,
Uh-huh.
right? So it's like and of course Jody
Judy,
of
yeah.
yes
Oh boy.
Jody's Naturals, and
Yeah.
so and these are our regional brands. We have Simos,
Simos, yeah. We
mhm,
have those in different
Benjo's
varieties.
Simos,
And
right? So
you
a
know,
lot of these were, Dominican brands that are already out there. So I just remember Terry, and by the way, Terry will be joining us this month as well.
okay,
Right? Yes, I
nice.
think third Tuesday of the month,
Mm,
she will be back, and she will be sharing with us a lot of amazing knowledge, not only from her business, but from all her travels
oh,
and
nice.
all her experiences. So you have to better look out for that. This month of June actually is already fully booked,
Wow.
right? So it's quite exciting. Next week we're gonna have the first of the two Father's Day editions, right? We're starting early, Maureen, right?
Wow.
It's for the father. We want to
Yeah.
kind of big
Push
up,
them up.
yes,
Yes.
push them up. So we're starting in next week Tuesday.
Okay.
We're gonna have a father in business, and then
Mm-hmm.
following week we're gonna have another father in
Which is
business,
good.
and then Terry, and then another person. So it's gonna be an exciting month for the Nature Isle Small
Yes.
Business Buzz. So Maureen, do you have any particular set of people that you'd like to really acknowledge right now, who have really been instrumental in setting up and building up the small business that you have now?
First and foremost, I would like to thank the creator. Um, there's a saying that when the door opens, you knock and it shall open. So I want to thank God for the opportunity that He's given. I want to thank my ex friend, she knows herself. Thanks for
Wow.
the um, the experience,
Mhm.
teaching me how to make this. Thank you.
Wow.
I would like to thank my
Even though she's already
children.
your ex-friend, who
Yeah, it's
knows?
okay.
Who knows? This might
No, 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 no,
this might
no bad
open,
feelings
yeah.
there. No.
But this might open some pathways. Never say never, as they say.
Yeah.
All right.
No ill.
Yes. Continue.
So my children, my mother, the people of Bellevue Chopin,
Mm-hmm.
Jason and his family, John
Mm-hmm.
Baptist, also Roland, my family at Fresh Market. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I would also like to thank Mikey, the people at One Pot who supports all the time,
Mm-hmm.
Nens Minimat at Bellevue Shopping, all the people who are constantly, pushing me to thrive, to do better, to introduce new stuff. Claire, thank you, Claire. Kalisha, thank you. Those are the persons who are always there wishing and pushing me through. Yeah.
How important is that kind of support system for an entrepreneur like you, Maureen?
Listen, it's very important
Mm-hmm.
because there's nothing that I have tried. For instance, if I'm trying something new,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, hey, I'm sending you a sample of that. What do you think of it? Without the critics, then I would probably just fail,
Oh,
because they'll be
so
like,
it's not
okay,
just those who encourage you, but also those who
criticize.
criticize.
Because if
Yes,
if you're like, okay, you don't put enough salt in there, you know, or you have too much salt, then I have to learn to put the correct amount of salt in there. Okay, so that is something, the person's a critic, and then negatively is I'm thankful for those as well
definitely,
because it helps me to put a better product out each
definitely.
time I stand over the fire.
Reminds me of reminds me of a lesson that was taught to me. It goes something like, the only time you stop learning is when you tell yourself that you already know everything,
Everything.
right?
And you
And
can
that's
never know
that's the
everything.
time when you stop not just learning but developing,
Mm,
right? And for you, it talks about the power of course, continuous development.
development, yeah.
iteration and all of these
You
things.
know,
So,
I had
and
a
like you mentioned, sorry to cut you off.
mhm,
You mentioned that you have up and coming products
of
aside from, of
course,
course, our plantain chips. So
yeah.
you might become, like this conglomerates that have, all sorts of snack.
I am trying the dashing. Um, I tried it the first time, and what I noticed is an after effect.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to put something on the shelf where after the customer had it, yes, it is good, but it leaves their mouths itching. I don't
Mm.
want that. So that's why certain things it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one of the things that I'm gonna wait until I have the perfect, solution to getting that itch out of the way. Then I can put it out.
So you just have to keep on trying. You
Try.
just have to keep on developing until
Sure.
the perfect becomes even more perfect,
Yep.
right? But I know, Maureen, as they say, everything is not a bed of roses,
No.
right? So when we come back, we're gonna talk more about the challenges that you have experienced, and how did you overcome
Oh
those
boy.
challenges when we come back.
The National Development Foundation of Dominica introduces its Small Business Advisory Services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need to knows and provisions for Social Security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NDFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call 448-3240, 448-8631.
Yes, come in. Hold it, hold it, hold that thought. I'll call you right back. Go right back. Hadna. Elas Franco, how are you doing? Things are getting really tight in this Guava season. Right now, I just don't know what to do. But Franklin, what are you doing? You're sitting on your money machine. With all them skills and ideas that you have, you can go further, faster. Awawi, go to the NDFD. They've got the best rates on business loans, not to mention affordable business support. They'll get your business registered and help you develop your business plan. They'll design your logo and train small business owners just like you. For real? I go down there now. All jokes aside, NDFD is helping people when others wouldn't.
All right, it's 4:40 already in the afternoon, and you are still listening to the Tuesday edition of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz, of course, with Donald Bercasio. I want to acknowledge all the other Donalds in Dominica. I know there are a plenty of them. And of course, once again, I want to big up really all our loyal listeners. Maureen, you mentioned earlier, the this positive effect of people giving you praise, acknowledging you for the work that you've done. Every now and then I get that, uh, you know, uh, somewhere in town. It's just an amazing feeling. And, I know you're all out there, all over Dominica. I just would like to acknowledge you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, we would like to big up as well. The other half of the program, another legend, Franklin Peter Moses, right? Yes, yes. And of course, another thing is, and all entrepreneurs who are listening right now, attentively, and I'm sure a lot of them are also, dreaming big. So of course, we want to encourage them to continue to dream big, right? Yes, and before we continue, I also would like to give a special shout out, Maureen, to the team behind the Sunday Pulse. Led by Daryl Teet. So this is actually Dominica's I believe, first digital newspaper. Yes, a version, something like that. And I also would like to thank them for giving me the opportunity to contribute something in that very historic first ever uh, how do you call that, first ever edition, is that how you're calling that in newspaper? But anyway, so you can check out my humble contribution there. The name of the piece is Burks on Business, the weekend analyzer, where I share thoughts and insights on business, leadership, strategy, entrepreneurship, and the issues shaping, of course, our professional and commercial landscape, right? So we're back with Maureen.
So is that online? Is that an
Well,
online newspaper?
it is. It's like a.
News?
It's not on. It's a PDF. It's a digital version. So
Ah,
I can actually send you a copy, right?
please.
So thank you so much for those who already those who have already read, right? And
Mhm.
of course, feedback is always welcome,
Yep.
right? And speaking of services, Maureen, you were asking about, if NDFD can lend a hand when it comes to, collating and organizing your financial records.
Mhm.
The answer is a big yes. We can help you with that. So aside of course from giving small loans and other not so small loans to,
Mhm.
of course, entrepreneurs and members of what we call MSME sector, like you, micro, small, medium
Oh.
sized enterprises, right? We also, of course, we also offer what we call business support services, so including business plan creation and development,
Mhm.
right? If a business plan is a little too what you call it, too long for you, we also have something that we call business model canvas. So it's a one pager. So it's like a one page a version of that longer business plan. We can also help you with your financial statement. So that's basically what you need right now. So
Mhm.
you have all of these receipts, right? And you just want to kind of gather someone to basically bookkeep them, record them, you know, and then organize them into, of course, these financial statements, namely balance sheet, right?
Mhm.
And of course, the for your receipts, that would be very useful when we develop your income and expense statement, and of course your cash flow statement. So yes, just come back, maybe tomorrow, right? Look, of course, for Miss Xavier, right?
Okay.
So business support services, of course, is manned by Miss Javier, and then we have Miss Laron. I think Miss Laron is the one who reached out to you when it comes
Yeah.
to this guesting, and
Mhm.
of course Mr. Libla, right?
I
So
know Mr. Leblanc.
uh,
I'm familiar with him.
definitely. So he's the one. If of course people out there who'd like to register their business, we can do it
Listen,
for you.
I did my registration through the NDFD. I mean, I was
Oh
really
wow!
wondering how do I go about doing this and how do I go about doing that? And it's like I just came in and everything was taken care of in a day.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's how we do it
Yeah, everything was taken
over
care of in a
at the
day.
NDFD, right? Of course, big up our executive director, Mr. Cletus Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
right? We also have our finance manager, Miss Lydia Andrew, right?
Yeah.
We have our recoveries supervisor, yeah, right? Miss Fountain, right? Floria Fountain, and
Okay.
the rest of the NDFD staff. Of course, when I want to big up my business entrepreneurial and development officers, these are our quote unquote loan
Okay.
officers. Miss Juanita Casey, and of course Mr. George Challenger, another legend. Maureen, right? As we try to slowly
Round up.
round up, right? What are the, shall I say, the biggest challenges that you encountered in, number one, setting up this business and then growing it? to what it is now?
I wouldn't say it was a challenge per se. Um, Getting plantains at one point, but I think earlier on in the year, it was very challenging. But initially, I would just purchase the plantains, get my stuff. Um, I did until I was able to purchase a deep fryer. I am planning on getting another. So in terms of
And we can help you with that, NDFT, so don't forget.
so I heard you. So it was a little challenging. I sometimes I come across, not getting the bags that I need. I want to thank um the pantry. I always get my labels when I need them. I am thankful for that.
And
Um,
we also have a lot of listeners, of
uh-huh.
course, from Printry. So
Yeah,
want to big up to all of you over there.
they have been instrumental in this, getting certain things that I need. It's just call Yannick. Yannick,
Yes.
I would just call Yannick. I'm like, please, I need
So,
you.
what? How do you approach these challenges that come your way?
Listen,
How do you approach it? With what?
I am a fighter.
Mm.
The thing is, my family, I must say, the bunch of women in my household, in my family, we are just fighters, born and bred, hardcore fighters. We were considered to be one of the poorest set of people in the village. But you know what? We are born fighters and we never gave up. So no matter what it is or whatever length I have to go to get what I need to ensure that I put food on my table, I'll do that. You understand? If that means I have to take a rental, get my money together, go to your farm, get the farmers where they are, purchase the plantains. When oil is scarce, I tell you, I do what I have to do to ensure that my product is there for the people who love it every time. So, no matter what the obstacle is, I find a way to jump over it and do what I need to do.
We need a little time to ponder on that.
No, that's real,
Very good
That is
message,
real.
right? As they say, fighters are not defined by how many times they fall,
No,
but
it's
how
how they
many times they
rise.
rise.
You're
Right?
right. It's the
Definitely.
rise. It's
Yes.
the rise.
Is the rise. Right. Maureen, someone is already asking, how can I get in touch with her? What's the number to call? Are you already on the social
Okay,
media?
so I do have a
Mhm,
Facebook page,
mhm.
Momo's Production. If you want to contact me, you could do so. My number is 615-0705. You can also do that via WhatsApp, whichever way you want. On Facebook, I am Maureen Mitchell, so you can link me through there as well. Momo's Production, which is name of the products general page. So, yeah, you can always just call me or WhatsApp me. If you need me to make you some chips, I'll get it to you.
So what's the number to call again, Maureen?
The number is 615-0705.
And that's both good for direct and WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
And the Facebook page is
Momo's Production
mhm.
is one, and then you have my direct page would be Maureen Mitchell.
We have there Talisha Julius.
That's my sister.
Oh wow, how are you, sister? She said. So she's one of the fighters.
Oh my
The
God.
one of the fighters, right?
Listen,
Big
those
up, big up.
those never give up. Jennifer Noel, Agatha
Mhm.
Noel,
Yes,
Annette Lloyd,
yes.
Ruby Royer, Seraphine Valder Nelson, Valerie Nelson. Hey, it's a bunch of women who never give up, always thriving, always trying to do what they have to do, no matter what. We are out there trying our best. So, hey, and big up to you all.
Of course, it's 4:52 in the afternoon already. You are still on the Tuesday edition of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz, of course, with Q95 FM, the big station, together with the NDFD. You are with Donald, right? One of the many Donalds here in Dominica. And of course, we have Maureen
Yes.
Mitchell of Bellevue, right? Big up,
Belvis
of course.
Chopin, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
definitely. How's the weather over there?
Hey, it's always chill.
Chill, chill,
Chill.
chill. Yes, yes,
Always.
definitely, definitely. Big up, of course, to all our family and friends. Family meaning family, family, not necessarily blood family, but
But family.
family. Family, family. Want to big up all of them. Is it right to say up there? Because it's really
It's up there.
up there, right? All right. So as we once again, the name of the brand is
Momos.
Momo's production product of Dominica, right? And of course, the exact place is the Valley, Bellevue, Chopin, right? And you actually have an email here. It's maureenmitchell1 at gmail.com.
Mhm.
And of course, the number is 615-0705. Maureen, as we wrap up, I'm going to give you the floor if, for your last statements, right? For this program, right?
Okay, so I would like to take the opportunity to thank the NDFD for the platform, that they have given me, not just to be at the station this evening, but also I was at the market fair and it was a great experience. It was a very, um, it spoke volume. It's just being there for half the day. It was good. Also, I would like to thank family and friends, Jason, Roland, Mr. Anderson. I'm hoping that we can come on board, or you can come on board soon. All the persons who purchase constantly or regularly from me, I appreciate all that you are doing and what you have done. I pray in the near future that I could put more products out there that persons can enjoy.
Mhm.
Have my own place where I can call look at where I can do my production. It's something that I'm hoping I could get soon, and watch this grow and be able to supply the other islands with the chips and as far as it can go. As long as I have life, even after I've passed on,
Mhm.
Jada is
After 100 years,
waiting.
after 200 years.
Jada is waiting because yesterday she was like, "Mommy, since you died, that is my business." But
Wow.
anyways,
No, I love that. I love that kind of vision where you're already looking ahead, right?
yeah,
Way ahead. That's amazing.
because
And
she is. I cannot stress how much of my right hand
mm,
she is.
wow, big up your little girl.
She is 17,
Oh,
and she's
she's
17, and there
17.
is nothing about this that she doesn't know how to
Wow.
do.
Well,
So she has a good foundation.
definitely.
So I'm thankful for she being there every
And you
time.
see the importance of raising your children properly
Yeah,
and exposing them to
to different things.
entrepreneurship,
Yes.
at a very early age. It's 4:56 already in the afternoon. And once again, Maureen, I want to remind you, if you feel like expanding,
Of
scaling up, you
course.
can always come to us,
I will.
right? And we're going to discuss that. We are very much excited to support really very promising small businesses like yours, right?
Yep.
So any other things before we wrap up?
Boy, let me tell
Mhm,
you,
mhm.
anybody who wants to start off something, no matter how small it is, one salary is never enough. One income is
Amen.
never enough. So
True.
if I have competitors out there, I'm
Hmm.
not competing with anybody but myself,
Hmm.
to always put the best out there.
Yes.
So feel free to join. Everybody has a flavor. You can
Hmm.
add something different. come out,
And support
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 yourself.
local, support our local entrepreneurs, our
Yep.
small businesses, especially the very good ones, right?
Yes.
So the good ones
One of the best ones out
and the
there.
best ones. All right, as we wrap up our Tuesday edition today, we would like to thank Maureen again for her presence here, her amazing presence, and her wise words and her inspiring story. All right, once again, the number to call is 615-0705. Right, and with that, we come to the end of today's edition, right? And today's conversation reminds us that entrepreneurship is often about seeing possibilities, where others see ordinary things. In this case, a simple plantain became the foundation of a business, a brand, and of course, a dream. We thank, of course, our guest once again for sharing her journey, her challenges, and her vision with us. To all our entrepreneurs listening today, whether you're just starting out, growing your business, or trying to overcome obstacles, remember that every successful venture begins with an idea, but it grows through persistence, learning, and action. And as I often say, the world often sees the success, only the fighter knows the battles it took to get there. To get there, yes. To all our loyal listeners, thank you once again for continuing to join us week after week, right? And be sure to join us again this next week for another Tuesday edition of our Nature Isle Small Business Buzz here on Q95, the big station, right? And until then, this is Donald Bercasio wishing you a productive, purposeful, and prosperous week ahead.
The National Development Foundation of Dominica introduces its small business advisory services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need to knows and provisions for social security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NBFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call for 483240